camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, ladies! 44 tonight! Record! Chance!
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production. But in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, He's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
X3, 218, jumping. Jumping. Watch the safety creep.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Foles. His throw incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
General West. Let's go. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Let's go.
Now Foles. And connecting here with D.J. Shark. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
36. Check, 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 check. Motion. Comes up the helmet.
Now it's the former Texan. This is Alfred Blue. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Slam.
Foles on the handoff, going to give it to Blue. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Blue, the ball carrier. Luke Kuechly on the tackle. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Jaguars.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bengals.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. This will be caught at about the 6. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
8 and 4.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
That's it. That's it. Big hit. Let's go. Let's go to Pittsburgh. 50. Right here, right here. Go. Tighten up.
On 2nd down now. It's Grant, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. Regular.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hands up! Lee! Hey! Shit! You draw focus! Hands up!
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found. 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throw from Dalton, taken in by Eifert. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Dalton, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
93, 52,
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at when you scored.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Lambo on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Bengals 3. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
368.
Throwing, Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Protein spill.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Kill.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Quick the edge.
2x2. Move.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Dalton bootlegs out. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Andy Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Andy Dalton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Here's Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
44. There you go. 2x2. Move.
Dalton here from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
A 43-yard attempt.
And that is not going to go for Bullock. It's left to the upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
That's it, baby. We got one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
13. 5.
Hey, mine's 50. I smell.
Going 5-3.
Here's Foles. Being chased out left. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Switch.
They'll throw now on the final play. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Leonard Fournette. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Yeah, go, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Hey, get the way.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? He can't hang.
Kill.
He's not gonna get me. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
We go.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first throw for the backup, Jackson. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, that's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
12. Hey, orbit.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now back to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
44. I'm coming.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And an alley to run. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started.
On third down, Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as he'll come up and go for two. And Dalton to throw. Flush to his right. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And now we won't see a play on first. Down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Geno Atkins able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Jackson. Buying time to his left. That's out to his running back, Fournette. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And Dalton's throw on target to Tyler Boyd. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. First and 10 for Dalton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So Dalton now. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 26 and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. To throw here, Dalton. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll run it again with Fournette. And an alley to run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, 78 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Big stop, let's go.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. The 30, past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustmts.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 29, Jackson letting one go deep for the... And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, 29 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back to Mixon on first down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Mixon able to slither by. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Mixon, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now Dalton, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Jackson. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. This is Fournette.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.